Section 2.2, Solving Literal Equations. Literal equations usually use only variables. You may only have one number or two, but usually it's all variables. For example, ax plus by equals c. We do the same method as when we do have all numbers in there and one variable. In this example, we are going to solve for x. To get x alone, I need to first get rid of everything else. I'm going to leave my variable term, ax, and I'm going to get rid of by by subtracting by from both sides of the equal sign. Here they cancel out, leaving ax equals c minus by. These are not like terms, so we cannot subtract them. Now I can get x by itself by getting rid of a. Remember that is a times x, so we're going to do the opposite and divide by a, both sides of the equal sign. A divided by a is 1 times x, or just x, equals c minus by, all divided by a. Another example, a plus b times x minus y equals c, and we're going to solve for x. First thing I need to do is distribute the b through multiplication. That gives me a plus bx minus by equals c. To solve for x, I need to leave my variable term bx alone and get rid of the a from both sides of the equal sign, and get rid of the by from both sides of the equal sign. So I subtract a and I add by. The a's cancel out, by's cancel out, leaving just bx. And on the other side of the equal sign, I have c minus a plus by. Now I can get x alone by dividing both sides of the equal sign by b. And that leaves x equals c minus a plus by all over b. So be careful here. You cannot reduce these b's because of the plus and minus signs. To reduce, it has to be all multiplication in the numerator there, and it is not. So be careful. You do not try and reduce out the b's. In this example, a equals p times 1 plus rt is the formula used for computing the amount in an account that generates simple interest. In the formula, a represents the amount, p the original principal, r the annual rate of interest, and t the time in years. We need to solve for our rate r. Since r is in the parentheses, we must distribute p first so that we can drop our parentheses. And that gives us a equals p times 1 is just p, plus p times rt is prt. So we want to get r by itself, so we're going to leave our variable term alone and get rid of the p by subtracting p from both sides of the equal sign. We now have a minus p equals prt. That is p times r times t. To get r by itself, we're going to do the opposite and divide by both the p and the t at the same time. The p's cancel out, t's cancel out. But we must also divide the other side of the equal sign by pt as well. So we end up with a minus p over p times t equals r. Using that formula we just solved for r, we are going to find the value of R if A equals $5,600, P equals $5,000, and T equals 2 years. And in this formula, time, T, is always in years. So if you're ever given months, you'll need to write that as a fraction over 12 months for a fraction of a year. In this case, we do have it in years, so we don't have to worry about that. So we're going to replace the A with $5,600 and replace both P's with $5,000 and replace the T with 2. We must do the subtraction in the numerator first and then the multiplication in the denominator. 5,600 minus 5,000 is $600. 5,000 times 2 is 10,000. And now finally we can do that division. 600 divided by 10,000 is 0.06. That is our rate, R. Now rate is always solved for as a decimal. We need to change that to a percent by multiplying by 100, and that gives us a rate of 6%.